Hello again, football fans. Welcome to Friday Night Varsity Preview. I'm Rachel George, joined in the studio by Aaron Schoonmaker. First week in the books for a lot of teams. A few teams starting their seasons this week. Plenty going on, so let's get right to it.
And getting right to it was Vince, our intern, last week at the Hoggard-Whiteville game. Baxter Morris, the new head coach over there for Whiteville. Vince got down onto the sideline, talked to some of the players about the coaching staff and what Baxter's going to bring to that program.
Whiteville pulled out a 14-9 victory on the road against Hoggard Friday, winning in new coach Baxter Morris's debut.
He's brought a lot of changes in. It's been a big difference in last year and this year. We like what he's doing, and we're trying to adapt to what he's doing.
After getting married in December, Morris took the job to be close to his wife, who lives in Whiteville. He comes to the Wolfpack having won the 2009 1AA state championship at Albemarle.
I like it. He knows what he's doing out here. He's trying to lead us to win.
He's got experience, and he knows if he's got chemistry like we do, we can go a long way in the playoffs.
Morris's 61-23 career record entering this season speaks for itself, and doubling as the school's new weightlifting teacher, he adds to his reputation as a tireless worker.
He's kept us clean, I know that, and he puts hard work into it. So his hard work pays off with our hard work for him.
The Wolfpack are coming off a 9-4 season. With the addition of Morris and the potential emergence of sophomore running back Fuquan Thompson, Whiteville has as good of a chance as ever to win its first state championship since 1987.
We're trying to learn how to get there, too.
He can help us get there, and if we work together, we can all get there with the help of him.
This has been Star News intern Vince Nairn.
Thanks, Vince. All right, well, it's that time of the show now again. We introduced this last week. This is the fun part. This is where our pick extraordinaire, Rachel, gets to go over 5 of the 8 games in the pick'em that you'll find on the website every week. Give you the early scoop on who you should pick, what you should run down, and then be sure to check Friday, of course, for all the picks. But let's get into this week. One key game, Ashley, South Brunswick. Apologies to Coach Tyndall. I'm sorry about last week. But who do you got this week?
I was really impressed with South Brunswick last week. I know it was Midway, which is one, but to go up there and put 50 points up, and they did it 2 ways. They were multi-dimensional. I said after the Jamboree, Nawan Watts was going to be good, and he's shown promising signs at quarterback. And Marcus Hankins was our athlete of the week this week, almost 200 all-purpose yards, 4 touchdowns in that win. So for that reason, I got to stick with the Cougars this week.
All right, South Brunswick over Ashley. Another good one, Scotland County beat 71st last week. They got New Hanover this week. Who do you like in that one?
Well, and this is a really tough one. Coach Chip Williams is legendary in the state. I still have to pick New Hanover. Bates Taylor was really impressive, 258 yards for the Wildcats, passing in the win over Goldsboro. So I think it'll be close, but I think the Wildcats got the athleticism to pull it off.
That's a good pick. I kind of like that one too. A couple of Columbus schools here. We got East Columbus really up this year. We got South Columbus also really up this year. It should be a good battle. Who do you like in this one?
Well, and East Columbus off to a promising start under head coach Toby Cassell after the win last week. But this is South Columbus opener, and I've got 2 reasons to pick the Stallions. Antonio Stanley, Jamal Hemingway. You interviewed them at the Jamboree. These guys are good. They can run. So for that reason, I'm going South Columbus.
Wave the flag.
That's right.
Wave the flag.
That's right.
Sticking with the Columbus team, West Columbus, they go to Whiteville. Whiteville obviously off a big win last week against Hoggard. Who do you like here?
Well, this one is easy, and it gives me an excuse to use my favorite prop in the box. Fuquan Thompson, sophomore running back, quick, elusive, and the defense was pretty strong and held out against the Hoggard offense. So for that reason, the Whiteville Maracas, we're going with the Wolfpack.
Easily the best prop in the box.
Absolutely.
There. And now going to what I think is easily the best game of the week. Some people might argue one way or another. This is Topsail and Pender, 2 heavyweights. Who do you like here?
Well, this is one I picked against Topsail last week, took Trask and ended up being wrong, so cost myself a win there. But this is one I've looked, and I can't find in the past decade a game that Topsail's won. Pender, perennially strong. I would put this on, but I swear it doesn't fit my big head. Perennially strong, lots of good athletes. I just got to go with the Patriots.
All right, going with Pender over Topsail. It's an interesting pick. Well, let's get into the games of the week.
71st at Hoggard, both teams coming off losses to open the season. 71st falling to Scotland County, Hoggard losing a close one to Whiteville last week. East Bladen, first game of the season at Red Springs, kind of under sad circumstances. Quarterback Darren Burney's mother sadly passed away last week in an automobile accident, so seeing how they cope with that and how the team kind of moves forward and tries to heal. And then one other big game, Wallacer's Hill State title defense begins this week at home against Clinton, first game of the year for the Bulldogs.
That's a huge game, and it's huge to have it at home. You always like to come off a great season in front of your home fans and really get the season started off right.
Absolutely. Well, be sure to check back on Saturday as we recap all of Friday night's action for the teams that are in week 2 and the teams that are just starting. We'll have all the highlights, scores, stats for you all on Friday Night Varsity Flashback. Anything else you need this week, go to starnewsvarsity.com. We've got the picks, stats, standings, all that type of information. But for this week, for Aaron Schoonmaker and myself, Rachel George, this has been Friday Night Varsity Preview on starnewsonline.com.